New dawn, new day, new series. This is the Unity SMP, and I welcome you all to my first episode. I am late to the party, and I apologize for that. We've got a lot of catching up to do, but welcome to something new on the channel. Hopefully this is going to be something that you will enjoy, so if you do enjoy this and you want to see more episodes, be sure to hit that like button. So in this series, we have other Minecraft Pocket Edition YouTubers. We have Adventure Gaming HQ, we have myself, ECKOSOLDIER, we have Dallas, we have Jack Frost Miner, Dark Absolute, Mike, which is MCP Mike YT, Jojo, and we also have Daphne as well. You can check out all the other YouTubers from the description. Now, if you guys enjoy this and you want to see another episode tomorrow, let's pass 1,500 likes. I've got a lot to do. I've got a lot of catching up to do. These YouTubers are already up to no good and already creating an awesome paradise. I know that's Daphne's house, right? And that is probably the best house I could ever dream to build. I suck at building, okay? But in this series, we're going to do the best that we can do. And I'm going to be looking for challenges from you guys. Give me some challenges to do in the next episode by leaving them in the comment section. Now, I might bring you a couple of live episodes. I am playing this on Minecraft Windows 10 Edition. I might do a couple episodes on Minecraft Pocket Edition, such as on iOS or Android, but we shall see. I'm really liking this, by the way. I have no idea whose place this is, but somebody's already started to create a jungle tree house. Now, I've got to be smart here because we're already at midday. We're already past midday. Now, I have no idea where everybody else lives. Over time, I will learn this, but the first thing is I'm going to use this farm, which I'm guessing is kind of like a community farm. Well, at least I hope it is, because I'm going to need a couple of foods to get me on my way. Now, the main objective in today's video is to just get prepared, get started, get the basic gear. If we can end up with a couple of iron in today's episode, I will definitely be grateful. But in terms of finding my house location, that may take a little bit of time, because when it comes to building in Minecraft or finding the greatest of places to live, I'm really, really fussy. Now, I did see down there before a cow. I've got a couple of foods here. We do have ourselves a crafting table, which we can actually use here. 2 bread, 22 normal potatoes. So the first objective for me is to definitely gather myself some stone tools. Welcome to Spawn Cave. Now, I was a little bit worried because I was convinced somebody was going to claim this land and be like, no entry. But pretty much, we're going to share together, right? The reason why this is a Unity SMP is because we're kind of going to be working together. And I'm hoping to do a couple of collaborations with a couple of YouTubers. I'm pretty confident that they've already taken all the goodies, such as the coal, the iron, anything else that could be classed as a goodie as well. So I'm not going to worry about this. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to make sure I have full stone. We're going to leave this. Actually, wait a second. Yeah, they've been everywhere. We're going to leave this place because I got a feeling that I'll probably get myself lost. First challenge is definitely complete. So I have 31 cobblestone. It's time to get myself the very, very basic of tools. In terms of nighttime, you know what? I am going to sleep away the first night. I kind of had to borrow some wool from Daphne. I will return, but thank you so much in advance because I do need to sleep. The worst thing about this is not being able to sleep. So we've got ourselves a stone pickaxe. Next on the market is definitely get myself a sword. Okay, because I need something to protect myself with. Now, considering I'm going to be sleeping for the first couple of nights, that shouldn't be a problem. However, things become a little bit dangerous, especially when you start to head into caves, because I'm going to need iron, I'm going to need coal, I'm going to have to just get all the resources to make sure I'm fully prepared. So, pickaxe, sword, shovel, axe, anything else I'm going to need is going to be one of these. Oh, one of these. So we got ourselves a furnace. I've also got myself a crafting table. So, yeah, it's a pretty good start. Night's about to set in, so it's definitely sleep time. Nothing says good morning like a fresh blue sky. Now, the next thing I need to do is try and figure out where I would like to live in this series. Because, like I explained, when it comes to living in Minecraft, I am very fussy with terrain. Now, I do not know how far YouTubers have gone. I do not know where they live. Which, to me, is kind of a good thing. Because I'm refraining... Oh, that's a pretty good house. I'm refraining myself from having to watch their episodes. The reason why is because I kind of want to adventure on my own. And I'm sorry, sheep, but you're the first victim to me. There we go. We need food, all right? I'm a meat eater, and I'm definitely going to grab myself as much. It's an upside-down house. I have no idea who built this, but that is pretty awesome. That must take a long time to do. Let's have a quick look and see whose house this is. Hopefully I'm not spoiling anything for anybody else's episodes. But that is absolutely awesome. How do we get inside of here? There's got to be a gate somewhere. You know what? All right. We can... Oh, there it is. It was right there. There is a way inside of here, and I think it's right here. Oh, that is awesome. I love that. I don't want to spoil too much because, again, I do not know what they've shared with other people. But let's get out of here. Pretty good place to live. A lot of people are living near spawn. I might go and do a little bit of traveling. So we're going to set off in this direction. In fact, I'm going to kill this zombie. Then we're going to set off in this direction and hopefully come across, I don't know, I think like plains is a good area to live. But if we can find ourselves like a village, I think that'd be a bonus. He didn't drop his helmet. So onwards and upwards. I've not really done much traveling. I don't think anybody has claimed this land. But I like this for two reasons. One, we have a hilly area, so I can either build on top or build below. And two, it's not that far away from spawn. So I think this could be a really good location to live. Now, I'm going to start off by, first off, grab myself some of the coal, because I'm going to need to get myself some food. Now, before I do any of that, I really, really need to find myself a little bit of water. Because, oh, there's a village. Ooh, okay then. That's actually a bonus. I'm going to head to the village. The reason why is because I'm definitely going to have to grab myself some form of water and get myself these potatoes planted because, as you can see, every time I eat potato, it only heals half a hunger, which to me means not good. That's not good. Now, we have a little bit of coal here, and I do have one mutton, so hopefully this mutton will push up my energy enough to just keep me going a little bit further. Maybe until I find my first piece of iron. Now, usually when I have iron, I will spend my iron by more than likely making tools. But I think the first thing I need to do is... No, not that. First thing I need to do is cook myself some mutton. We're going to go into the cave, grab myself a couple of resources, and fingers crossed we come across 3 pieces of iron. Now, I don't want to get rid of this lava because I feel like we could use this to our advantage at some point later on in the series. Okay, we're definitely looking good for coal. Coal is always a resource that you could never have enough of. This and iron are the best resources that you should constantly collect. So now that we've got ourselves 25 from one vein, pretty majestic, we need to go a little bit further. And like I explained, I really don't want to get rid of this lava because I want to use it to my advantage. But it looks like we have... Oh, okay. We found... Please be 3 pieces. 1, 2... No, that's disappointing. All right, that's... I don't want to go too far. Because knowing me, there'll be a witch down here. And they are definitely not friendly. Oh, there's a zombie village. I don't think you can get to us. That's okay. All right. Perfect. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4... and 5, that's a total of 6, which means 7, sorry, I can't count, which means I can, there's a spider as well, which means I can now make myself a bucket. Oh, there's even more. Okay, all right, we're on a roll here. There's 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we could end up with like 12 pieces here. Okay, so we've definitely got ourselves enough for a bucket. Good start. Growing potatoes is going to be big because I don't know how often we're going to find ourselves animals in this. So 13 pieces, unlucky for some. Let's smelt this, and yes, a bucket is needed. Good start. Let's get this smelted. Let's make sure my food is all the way up. I'm just going to eat myself a couple of these breads as well. This could be a really, really good start. So what I'm going to do, actually, while I'm waiting for this to smelt, is I'm going to make myself a small area for crops. Only because I want to try and use all these potatoes for replanting as well. If we can find myself a couple of animals, because we are on a plains biome, we can find sheep, we can find pigs, we can find chicken, we can find cows. We're definitely looking good here. So let's get this planted and prepared for potatoes. Oh, hi, friend. Okay, stay away. You know what? It's always zombies. So I'm pretty sure this was the guy that was in the water before. Oh, well. Perfect start to the series. Iron acquired. More importantly, a bucket is now acquired, which equals water source, which is going to be good not only for making a farm, but if I go adventuring, especially down to like diamond level where we find lava, it's going to be a good addition. So as for the extra things, well, I feel like a pickaxe is always a priority. So an iron pickaxe has now been acquired, which means we can now get rid of stone. I also think defending myself is a priority as well. So that's a really good start. Now I'm going to make my, you know what? I'm not going to make myself a helmet. I think it's probably best if I just focus on tools for now. So we've gone straight from wood to stone, straight into iron, and we've actually got all the tools that we need to start off with, apart from a bow. And actually, I'm gonna need a hoe as well. But you know what? For now, I don't need to worry about that. Now, guys, I'm just going to get rid of these, okay? I probably shouldn't, but I'm just going to get rid of these for the time being. So, let's go and get ourselves a little bit of water, start ourselves a small potato farm and also a small wheat farm, and let's see if anyone's actually left any food there or forgotten any of the materials. I told you, this is why I like living next to a plains biome, because there's always animals. You could be my horse of dreams. Just yet, not entirely sure. But it looks like there's not only one, there's actually 2 villages. And there's already a little bit of food growing as well. So that's a perfect start. So we've got a massive paradise here. Alright then. Wait there. I hear a zombie. I have no idea where he is, but I hear him. He's not in there. There he is. Now, something I've just noticed is that this village is very empty. Now, I don't think the YouTubers are going to kill these guys, alright? So I got a feeling that a lot of zombies have been here. I see a baby chicken. However, I do not see a big chicken. But I've got my water, alright? Even bigger bonus here is I'm going to take a couple of these. Now, I do have a couple of pieces of seeds, so I can always replant these. And you know what? I'm actually getting some bonuses here, so I'm going to take the fully grown ones because we can end up with a couple of pieces of bread. And again, I don't know if I'm going to be fully living in the place that I'm living in right now, but I'm going to sleep. Whoa. That's strange. Which bed do I choose? This one. That was so strange. I've never seen anything like that before. But we need to sleep this. I'm not going to spend any time in the first couple of days. I don't think we need to fight any mobs at this current point. Main objective is food. So let's just take ourselves a couple more pieces of wheat. I'm not a big lover of beetroots. However, I'm going to keep a couple of them just in case. I'm going to do 1 line there. And I'm going to keep 5 of these. The rest of these can just be wheat seeds. And I just wondered why I had animals following me. And I just realized that I'm carrying all forms of seeds. I've also killed myself a couple of animals as well because they've just been wandering around. I definitely need to prepare this. But I've replanted everything that I needed. And the reason why it's good to replant it is because I know if any of the YouTubers are introduced to this series, the number one thing that they're going to need to start off with is definitely going to be food. And look, another chicken. I'm sorry, chicken, but you taste delicious. Ah, okay, we do have villagers. Now, this is a farmer villager, so he wants... this guy might be useful, you know. 19 wheat for 1 emerald. You know what? We could have bought a couple of pieces of bread. Oh, I'm sorry. We need him. I gotta not kill any of these. What about you? He's also kind of... You know what, guys? This is perfect. I am so glad that there are this many. Come back, come back. Rotten flesh. Alright, so making sure these are protected is also going to be a very, very important thing. Now, I do not see any librarians, which is kind of disappointing because look at him up there being the king. Librarians trade books, and in most cases on Pocket Edition, the books that they trade are really useful. The only problem with villages is that they have always got underneath them caves. This is where the zombies come out. So if I stay away from them, I head back home for now, work on my food. We can always come back and try and trade as much as I can. Hello? Cartographer or librarian? What are you? Ah, he's a librarian. What book? Mending. Mending. You know what? I'm going to be really smart here. I'm going to make sure this guy doesn't escape. He's going to be really important. We're going to keep him there. And actually, for now, I'm going to block him in, okay? We just found ourselves a mending villager. You have no idea how important that's going to be. Water in place. Let's make ourselves our home now. Okay, so this is a really good start to this series. I wasn't expecting to end up with the stuff that I've ended up with. I really wasn't expecting to have any iron at the start. Now, this is going to be my food paradise for the time being. It's only going to be a very, very small patch. Just so I don't have to worry about food at some point. Now, I've got 18 of these. I've got a couple of these. I can actually start to cook this. I've got, how many chicken? 3 chicken. I've got enough for some bread, which I know I could trade at some point. However, I would rather make sure that I don't die first. So let's get these all planted. Okay, so we can probably double, if not in some cases, triple them. We'll get all this down as well. And you know what? For now, I'm going to stick with the potatoes. I'm going to keep these because I'm not really a big lover of beetroots. I'm also not a big lover of beetroots in real life as well. So the farm is set. Food is cooking. I think next we need to do a little bit of tree chopping. I've brought down a couple of the trees here, only because I would like to be able to see over there rather than see behind me. Now, I might leave the trees above me. I haven't decided if I'm going to build it within the cave itself, because this cave, right, has a lot of entries. Now, I kind of feel like that would be a good idea, but I also feel like with this patch here, we could build, like, I don't know, like the foundations. I'm very undecided, and it may take me a little bit of time to just fully decide where I'm going to live. I've also noticed behind me, like where we first started, slightly above here, it's a really, really good place. I've taken like the high ground, only because if there's a flood, I'm definitely going to be good. But look how much land there is that we can use to build. And also spawners over there. So there's a couple of people living by spawn. I think Jack might be living close to a village. I'm going to have to spend a little bit of time doing some traveling within this world. But my chicken is cocked now, so we can take this out. So chicken is done. I've got a lot of saplings. So food I like to keep on the right-hand side. So these are all... Oh, I've actually got an apple as well. So food, guys, we're generating quite fast. My farm is already starting to grow as well. Probably going to end up with a couple more apples. And the next thing is to just decide where I do want to build. Just because I'm getting rid of these trees, it doesn't mean I don't want to keep the saplings. I'm going to plant these over here because you can never not have enough trees in Minecraft. Because I guarantee you at some point later on, I come back here and I go, you know what? I'm glad I planted them trees in episode 1. So let's kill this cow. I'm sorry, cow. All right. Next couple of cows that I do find, though, I am more than likely going to keep them. Because I want to definitely start generating a couple of sorts of animals. Cows, probably the best, because they offer leather. However, we do have a villager down there. Now, librarians, which we've trapped, they normally offer bookcases. So books might not be a big problem. The only problem we're going to have in terms of getting emeralds is we're going to need a lot of food. So we're going to just... Look, see, sheep. So many animals. I love this place. And so many saplings as well. So we're just going to make sure we have everything that we need for the next episode, which is going to be probably starting to do a little bit of building. I would like to start building, and I think we should also extend my farm as well. I know it's tiny, but again, you can never not have enough farms, food in Minecraft. Let me just clean my inventory as well, because I'm carrying a couple of things that I definitely don't need to be carrying. Things such as, basically, because we're going to be doing a little bit of venturing, I don't want to lose any of my important stuff. Now, I'm going to try and stay on top of my chest, because one of the most annoying things in Minecraft, I think you can all agree, is definitely having some form of a messy inventory. Now, the wood, that can stay inside of there. Bed, I will keep on me. I would normally have my setup as pickaxe, sword, shovel, axe, bow, which then it'd be bucket, then it'd be bed, or torches, then bed, then food. And again, we're going to need to do more mining as well. So I think, guys, we're going to end today's episode there. It's becoming nighttime. We're going to prepare for a nice little nap here. If you guys have enjoyed today's episode and you do want to see more of this series, then please be sure to hit that like button. I think we started off very well, and I think this is going to be a very promising series. Check out the other YouTubers' perspectives from the description below. Have a great day, stay beautiful, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!